If canonical events are such a big deal within the Spider-Verse, then why are they skipping over one of the biggest and most important? Warning, spoilers ahead. Across the Spider-Verse has been a massive success, and many are calling it the greatest superhero film of all time. I personally think that's a bit of a stretch, as I do believe it is a good movie, but not as good as the first. Now that being said, it is not unheard of for a sequel to do as well or even better than the first, but it isn't as common as you might think. And I genuinely hope that this second movie, being as good as it was, will lead to the series becoming one of the best trilogies of all time. So, people like the movie. The numbers and YouTube videos online clearly show this. But many people, whilst praising the film, aren't talking about two big key points. Big key points? Huge points, if you ask me. So what are these key points? Well, the first being that Gwen Stacy's death is a pivotal point within Spider-Man's story. I mean, if ever there was a canonical point in Spider-Man's life, it is undoubtedly the death of Gwen Stacy. And so, with this second film starting out with a deeper look at Gwen's backstory and talk of canon events, I immediately started to worry. Now sure, we know that this is different. Not only is this Gwen from a universe where the whole point was that she survived and Peter died, but also this is Miles, this is his story, and his story hasn't been written yet. Heck, even his school advisor even states this in his meeting with him and his parents at the beginning of the movie. Does this mean that Miles is safe from the Spider-Verse events that haunt his fellow Spider-Men? I put it to you, that he is not. In my theory, the canon events are not strictly tied to Peter Parker, but instead to that of the spider that bit him. We saw this in the first movie when Peter was forced into the machine's blast by the Green Goblin. This didn't pull the other Peter Parkers to his world, but other spiders. It's the spider and the variants of that matter to this story, and the spider that bit Miles was indeed one of them. So what does that mean moving forward? Well, I think it means that Miles will experience the canon events, most notably the death of his first love. Now granted, the Gwen Stacy that we are following in this franchise isn't from Miles' universe, but she is his Gwen, and unfortunately I think that's enough to make the canon event play out. Honestly, I love this character so much, specifically this movie version. The comic book version is great, but definitely this movie version is where I lie in my love of Gwen Stacy and Spider-Gwen. And yeah, if she's going to die in the third movie, I don't know how I'm going to cope. So that's the first thing that no one's really talking about, but here is the second. I'd like to draw your attention to the Citadel. Well, most notably, its leaders. Did you notice the one thing that Miguel O'Hara, Jessica Drew and Ben Reilly all have in common? That's right, none of them are actually Peter Parker. Sure, it must make it easier for them to control the canon, but it does cast some doubt on what their true motives might be. What do you guys think? Has Miles' story been written? Can things be changed? Can the Citadel be trusted? Do you think Gwen Stacy will die? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Thanks for watching.